phone marketed as military-spec is supposed to handle all life has to throw at it. What happens when it doesn't, or has to make compromises to keep out the elements? My name is Noah, and today on 10G Tech, we're taking a look at the Samsung Rugby 3. The Rugby 3 was released in December of 2012 at a price of $269.99 USD. You had to have really wanted the phone to pay that much for it, especially since it was around the release of the S3 and Note 2. The phone had a supposed water rating of IP67 and is mil-STD 18F compliant, which was pretty good for the time, but considering that the phone has covers for the ports, this is expected. The specs: 128 megabytes of RAM and 256 megabytes of storage. It has a 1300 mAh battery, Bluetooth 2.1, a 2.4-inch 240 by 320 resolution display. First, starting with the outside of the phone, the Rugby 3 has a very durable look to it, whether it be the notched edges that look like they could withstand a drop or the tactile side buttons. The phone also has a turn lock on the back cover to seal the battery and the rest of the phone away from the outside, and there is a mounting spot for a wrist strap. This button on the side is peculiar because it is the push to talk button, a non-existent button on most modern smartphones. The outer display is very low quality, but it is only for seeing the time and notifications. As we flip open the phone, we can see the ruggedized buttons and the simple lock screen. Pressing the center button or menu button takes us to the home screen where you can navigate to the different apps. There is a number of useful tools like a compass, alarm clock, calendar, tip calculator, converter, etc. But for some reason the camera is also put in the tools list, although it already has its own spot on the home screen. The web browser, I'm sure, is bad like most feature phones, but I cannot put my SIM card in the phone due to it being locked to a carrier. But I'll work on unlocking it. Now the complaints. My only complaint is that the sound that plays every time a button is pressed is too loud even at the lowest setting. The other reviews at the time complained about its poor call quality, which is likely due to the waterproofing, but some report that it wasn't meeting the water resistance as listed. All this aside, the Rugby 3 is a decent feature phone for 2012 that would work today for those who do not need a smartphone, but there are better options available that still keep the simplicity of a feature phone while integrating some of the features of modern phones. I would give the Rugby 3 a 7.5 out of 10 in 2012 and a 6.5 out of 10 for 2021. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.